Sue here again from Sue's Dolbrodmaeth DIY section today, and I'm actually going to be doing some paint stripping in the bathroom in number 3 because there's still some paint on the window and a little bit of wood, and we're actually going to take everything back to the wood basically. I'll just show you what I'm going to do. A while ago, a few years ago, I painted this window, and as you can see, I think Steve started taking the paint off. I'm actually going to put some paint stripper on this today and start stripping this, and also this bit of wood along here as well. I'm going to take the paint off of that. What we're going to do now, we're not doing showers, thank God. We're just going to replenish what we've got in the bathroom. So what I'm going to do is take off this sealant here. It's a bit knackered looking, looks horrible. So I'm going to take that off, and we'll reseal around the bath. And we're going to get a wood side panel. We're also going to make them dark wood as well, so it sort of blends in with that theme that was already here, and we tried to redo it. This was painted white, and I took all the paint off this not very long ago. Also up here we have like a cover that goes on these, but we're going to change this light out because this buzzes and they're really old, so we're going to change the light out, and then we're going to put the cover thing back over it. But I need to take the paint off of that, and I need to take the paint off of this mirror as well, so it's back to wood. So that's what I'm going to do today. So I just wanted to show you what I'm going to get up to today. I don't know how long it's going to take me. I probably won't be able to do it all in one day, but we'll see. Anyway, I might go and start on another room and put paint stripper on that as well. So I've got 2 rooms on the go at the same time. I need to go and check what room needs paint taken off of it, and then I'll get back to you. So okay, what I've done so far is I've put some paint stripper around this window, and I've opened it a bit. Ugh. Oh no, I've got paint stripper on my hand now. To let some air in, and also to paint around the window. So I just did that. So we'll leave it to rest. We also put some paint stripper on this bit of wood here, and we've put some paint stripper around this mirror here, and also down in the corridor, which I'll show you separately. Hold on, I'm done. I've done some paint stripping downstairs in the sort of corridor where outside number 10, where the bathroom is. So I've done the doorway because that's all white as well. All them doorways are white, so I'm going to take them all back to the wood so they all look much better. I think this doorway is brown. Yeah, I just checked all the rooms up here, and the only room that's got bits of white in is number 7, but I really don't know if I can be bothered to do number 7 because it's only a single room, and I really don't think it matters in there. So I think we'll leave it because we decorated that not very long ago, and I really don't want to undecorate it, if you know what I mean. I just don't think it's important enough to do. So I think I'll just stick to all the main bedrooms and hallways and down in the restaurant and the bar and the breakfast room and that kind of areas, and number 7 will be way down the list of priorities because it's just a single room. It is functional and it's bright, and I might just slap a bit of the green in there, but I think I'm going to leave all the wood, like the skirting boards and that. I'm not going to take them back to wood. No, we'll just leave that and we'll get on with more important jobs. Okay, so I'm just going to put another layer of, I'm going to have a look on this window to see if it's lifting at all. If not, we'll put another layer of paint stripper on, and then we'll start cleaning it off. So I just want to show you what I've just done. So over the course of an hour or 2, oh sorry, let me just turn this light off because I have to do it in this light. Right, okay, because the light of the this really doesn't go well with my light on the camera. Anyway, so as you can see, I've scraped some of this paint off here, It'll be quite easy to do. So what I'll do next is scrape a bit more paint off, get the scourer, some soapy water, and then the rest of the paint will just come off. And I've been scraping a bit of the window as well, as you can see, and I've just put another layer of paint stripper on, but the paint stripper is to soften it really. And then I've just done this. I haven't actually scraped this, but you can see what's happening with the paint stripper. So what I'll do is I'll leave this for half an hour, and then I'll come back. Oh dear. I'll come back and I will go over it with some mascara water. Again from Sue's DIY section today, and it's the 10th of the 1st 2023. So I haven't done much today. It's like 3:15. The weather is absolutely disgusting and I haven't felt like doing anything today, so I've just motivated myself to come and do a bit more of this paint stripping. I did look up these Velux windows last night, or was it this morning, and found out that you can just replace the glass. In fact, I watched a couple of videos about it, so now I know that I don't mind stripping off the rest of the paint. So I was wondering if we could just change out the glass or if we'd have to buy brand new windows. I don't think this one's that bad actually. It's not looking too bad. I think it's number 2 that's got the really bad window. But if I'm looking at this one now, with rain on it, it doesn't look too bad. We might get away with leaving this one. We just need to buy a new blind for it. And I'll see how it cleans up. I want to get some of that special stuff that you can, you know, like the raindrops, it just makes it. I want to have it for my car actually, for the car windscreen. And it makes like the droplets disappear more, so you don't get blurry screens. So I want to buy some special stuff, but I also was going to coat it on the windows so that when it rains you can still see like a nice view. Anyway, let me show you what I've done yesterday. I'm going to have to touch up the paint around the inside of the window. So yesterday I started doing this and I started stripping off the paint. So I'm going to start stripping off the paint more today. So there you go. But I did get paint actually on here. It's quite difficult to do this job unless I put paper on it, but it doesn't matter. I can just touch all this up with the paint afterwards, so I'm not bothered. But if you look at the window, it doesn't look that bad. I could have sworn it was really bad, but now looking at it, I might just get away with cleaning it. I swear one of the windows doesn't look very good. But this one looks alright while it's wet, so I'm not sure. So we'll see what it looks like when it's dry. And I could have sworn that some of them you can't see out of very well, but that might be in our flat upstairs, because I know some of our windows, the Velux windows, are really bad, and the damage seems to be in the middle of the glass. But on here, I'll see what it looks like once it's dry, and then we could just get away with putting a blind on. We just want to put a blind on these windows, a Velux blind, so that people have a bit of privacy when they're having a bath and stuff, because it's got all these nobule things, and this is where you can, so you fix on your blind here, and then you can pull it down as far as you want on these nodules, see? And they go all the way down to here, and that's where you put your blind. So we will get some blinds for them. Okay, so I'm going to continue doing this. Yesterday I did do this, I think I showed you. But I actually finished this, so Simon's just going to drill out these holes a little bit so we can just clean up underneath the screws and just make sure we get in these cracks here. And then I'm going to order some stain for this to match the wood on here. So they always come up lighter when you clean off the paint and stuff, and a lot of the stain actually comes out of the wood. So that's that, and then we're going to do this bit over here as well, and then I'll show you what I've been doing downstairs. So at the moment I'm going to concentrate on this and scrape off a layer of paint off there and put another layer of you know, this stuff is what we use, this paint stripper. It's really good. So this one is from B&Q, and we buy it in these 5 litre drums. It's quite expensive now. It's about £26–28. When we first started buying it, it was half that. Everything's gone up so much. So what I do is, I've got a tin here, and I just put some in a tin. And the reason why it's brown is because some of the, as I said, the stain comes out. And I have been using this tin for taking off the paint off of the wood. And in here is the water. Oh, this needs some clean water. And just one of these scrubby things. So that's what I use to scrape it off. So I get off as much of the paint as possible, and then I basically wash it and scrub it and clean it with an old cloth. And that's how I always get the paint off of everything that I do. Basically that's the method that I've found that works the best. So, and I use a bucket. So I've got a bucket here, and I scrape the paint into the bucket, and I use one of these scrapers, and I use just a normal scraper like this. I've got several of these laying around, and a pair of gloves. Okay, so I'm going to carry on doing this bit, and then I'll get back to you once I've done some more of it. Okay. And I've just put another layer of paint stripper on here. So this should be ready to come off tomorrow, so we'll just leave this for today. And yeah, I put my proposal to my partner about the turning the downstairs room into a triple room with the beds. Yeah, so we're going to change it all around. So he's fallen for that, so that's good. And we'll put the furniture that's in number 1 in number 5. Yeah, because that would fit nicely in there. Right, anyway, let me turn the camera around and say goodbye. And this will be continued in another video. What I've been doing downstairs outside number 10's bathroom. So I'm going to try not to catch the light that's on in the bathroom because it plays havoc with the camera. Anyway, as you can see, I've been putting paint on here. So it's the 11th of January today. This is taking me ages because I'm not doing it very much, and I find it really tedious and boring taking the paint off of things. But I know it'll look better once it's done, but it is rather boring job to do, I must say. So I'm just trying to concentrate on one piece at a time. So I'm doing upstairs in number 3, in that bathroom around the window, and I'm doing this bit here. So you can see as to now, I'm just going to scrape off this layer of paint. I put this paint stripper on yesterday, and I'm going to strip another layer off, and then I'll have to put some more paint stripper on, probably another 3 or 4 times, and then it'll be ready to just sort of scrape it off and clean it. So let's just get on with that. As you can see, I've just scraped off a load of the paint with the scraper. It's really hard sometimes not to catch the wood, so you have to be careful when you scrape it off with a scraper that you don't catch the wood and start scraping off like strips of wood. It's really annoying. Anyway, let me just show you inside the bathroom. So as you can see, we've scraped off a load, but it still needs another load of another layer of paint stripper, and I think that should be enough actually, because look, if you see, nearly got it all off. So under here it's just pine wood. This is just pine, so it should be easy to paint. So I'm going to stain it. So I want to get one side done because I want to see what it looks like before I start on this one. Actually, I'll leave that one last. I'll do this one next into room 11. So I'll do this one next, and then when I do this room, this goes into room 10, and then I need to do all the skirting board in room 10. Let's just have a look in room 10, see what needs doing in there. Hold on. Right. Oh, weird, the light switch works for the light over that side of the room, and for this side of the room the light switch is over there. Very odd. Anyway, we've been doing some work in here because Simon was putting up the blinds, so they're done. So anyway, over here I need to do all the skirting board. See, all the skirting board is painted white. It doesn't really match the room because this is wood. This needs a layer of stain on it. So this room isn't quite done. It's had the actual greeny colour put on, but the actual wood and everything isn't done yet. So I need to take the paint off the skirting board, take the paint off of round the door frame. The doors are going to be painted the greeny colour, otherwise it'd be too much with too much dark brown. And then that way, you see, I can fill in this hole and I'll get some new knobs. But the doors are going to be painted with the greeny colour, but the door frames are going to be brown. So there's a contrast, so it'll look nice. But saying that, there won't be a contrast on the, oh, this side of the door is painted with the wood, but this side of the door is painted with the green. So when I do this, take this off, that should make a nice contrast as well, matches the doors over the other side. So this isn't ready yet by a long shot, and this will take me quite a while because there's two rooms. So we've got this room here, which is room 11, which is the sort of second part of the room. And we're in a quandary as to whether to put a bed in here or not. And so I need to get rid of all the paint in here. And then we need to fill in all these holes up here where the blinds, where the curtain rail was, because now we've got blinds. It's much neater and tidier. Looks much, much better. And then we'll decide, then we're going to buy new carpet, or what I said to do was to have half carpet and then half vinyl. So you could have this as a sort of kitcheny area, but we'll see. Not sure really what to do with this room. It's so big, we don't want to waste it because it's a really good selling room because it's downstairs and has its own front door and bathroom. So it's a really good selling room. We just need to... I just had a thought. I just had a thought that maybe instead of having the twin room in 5, we could put the 2 beds in here. Make this a twin room that turns into a super king. And we could put the beds this way along. We could put the beds here. Why does the bed have to face that way? It's not like you've got an amazing view out of this window. It's only onto the outside air. You know, in the front garden bit. I just thought of that. That might be a better idea because the thing is, if we turn the bed round, it wouldn't be in the way of the wardrobes because at the moment the trouble is, see that cabinet there is in the way of the wardrobes, so you can't really open that door. And I know you've got these massive wardrobes in here, but I really don't know why we would want to take them out. Yeah, I need to think about this. Right, I have to think about this. Might suggest something to Simon and that we do it a bit differently. Yeah. It's enough of that because yeah, I need to just go and put some paint stripper on here, and I have to think about that one. Because in here we wanted to put, I hope it's big enough. So we're thinking of either putting in a sauna or a jacuzzi. So,
Not sure.
yeah. So I've put some more paint stripper on this, and I've scraped a lot of paint off downstairs, as you can see, and I put a load of paint stripper on that again, so that'll be ready. I'll probably finish the one downstairs tomorrow. This is a lot more fiddlier because it's got lots of creases and stuff, whereas the one downstairs is a lot more straightforward and the paint is really thin. So I think I'll probably get that finished before I finish this window. This is a lot more tedious and boring to do. So I will complete this will take more than another day, I think. And then we'll start another doorway downstairs. Yeah, so what we're going to do is now, the furniture in one, the wicker furniture, we're going to put in 5, and the super king size bed that's a twin, we're actually going to take them out of 5 and put them in number 1. No, in number 11 downstairs, cut in number 10 downstairs, and also we're going to put a single bed in the corner as well, so it's a triple room stroke super king size room, so that should be a lot more sellable, I think. And we turn the beds round so they're actually facing the wardrobes, and then they will, the headboard and everything will look a lot better, and it will just look nice. Anyway, that suddenly came to me while I was down there, thinking that we needed to make more use of the space, and the trouble is where the bed is at the moment downstairs, it's in the way of the wardrobes, which there are 2 of, so this would be a much more better use of the space. So that's what we're going to do, and if we make it a triple room, it'll probably be a much better seller. So that's what we're going to do for the room downstairs. Okay, and I'm not sure what we're going to do with one then. Well, we might need to get another bed. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please give me a like and a thumbs up, and I hope you enjoy these videos. These are my DIY videos for the ongoing work of the Dolbrod, which has to be done by May. Has to be done by the end of May, because that's when I'm opening officially. But I will probably open up number 10. If I can get that finished soon, I would like to open up that room and start like getting some people in a bit. It would help with finances if we can open it up sooner rather than later. But saying that, Simon also needs to sort out the water issue outside the front of the building. It doesn't drain away very fast when it's been raining, so I might have to wait for him to finish doing that first before I sell that room. But as long as it's sort of everything's heading towards getting ready, the rooms, while he's going to be doing the work outside, I'll be carrying on doing the work inside. The headboards is what we need to sort out next, so I need to find some material that we can do for the headboards. So that's what I'm going to start looking for tonight. So I'm going to look on eBay, because I've looked everywhere else and I can't really find any material that's suitable. We did find one, but it was really expensive, and I think it's too expensive for the job that we need. So anyway, I will continue to look for some material, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon in the next video. And if you do know of any brown nice material that we can make our headboards with, let me know. Bye for now.